Howdy, my bits, my bytes, and my non-binary qubits. It's me. Kreed. Hi. And today I'm joined by the most encoded. It's
How long have you had you T-posing on you?
What are you talking about? Is there something on my face? Is there something? Is there something on my face, Mako?
How long has this been going?
What are you talking about?
How long has this been going?
Hello, Renook in the chat. Today we're gonna. Wait, why is my VC face not actually properly centered on my screen? Transform. There we go. Okay, now I'm actually square to the screen. Hello. Today we're gonna play a bit of SIGNALIS, everybody's big favorite robot game with the beep boops. Mako, what's your favorite robot?
Is that coming through on the mic?
What?
It is. My humming. So why is it saying? Why is it? No, it's not coming through. Why is that? Hmm.
Creed, what happened? Why do you have Creorns now? Creed
What was the
horns.
question?
What's your favorite robot?
I have to remember so many.
Why is the game also in the wrong spot?
"9S" is near the top of the list.
Wow, spoilers.
Jenny from My Life as a Teenage Robot is also near the top of the list.
Both answers I 100% expected you to say.
What else do you expect me to say?
I found out that if you click continue without saving and say, it says you'll regret this later. I regret nothing. I have no regrets.
What are my other favorite robots, Avery?
You like the Roomba. You are a big fan of C-3PO. You're a huge sucker for Am.
Okay.
You get this heebie-jeebies for that robot made from the Jetsons.
Does that mean it scares me?
You like the BMO from Adventure Time. You like
Isn't that the Game Boy? What's bad about that?
what?
I don't know.
What do you mean? That's not an answer to what I said. I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, you said Beepo as if that's like a bad thing.
It's not. I'm just naming robots. You like
What?
the toaster from Persona 3.
I guess I need to turn my input sensitivity down even slightly more, down to like -64. I don't know.
Blake says, I love gaslighting. I love gaslighting.
Keys to click clack.
Yes, local femboy Mako the Ray. It's not gaslighting. People use gaslighting so often. I'm not trying to make Mako question whether or not he's sane. I'm just lying. Openly and brazenly. Anywhoomst. I think we're good. What gone?
Beep.
Yeah, I hear it. What's that beeping?
Something.
Is it like outside?
Yeah. There are lights flashing. There's a vehicle.
You might be a truck or something doing vehiculars. I don't have my inventory. I fuck up. Here we go. Go check out our inventorium. I don't think we really need a thermite at the moment because, no, we're not losers. Ammunition for that gun we couldn't even get, but I assume we can get it later. This is currently empty, so I guess we can put that away. We have shotgun shells, so I guess that's what we're using for the time being. And we have our photo eye module thing. Alright, let's get going.
Alright. The choice has been made.
Look, they paid for me to not do it that stream. I didn't see nothing about not doing it this stream.
So we should probably buy that watermelon next time we go grocery shopping, huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that on the grocery list. How expensive are watermelons?
Varies, like all produce.
Okay.
It says, hey, sad face. Don't like it, pay for it. Use the maintenance key. Oh, we're in a silo. Flood overflow. Let's take this one day at a time.
Would you like to use my phone to record the video so that it doesn't look like found footage with dust on the lens?
No, I think the people want it on my really shitty camera. I think that's what the people really want. But also, I like how out of all the lockbox we look at the lockbox 512, which is again the recurring number, is the ARC number, as one would say. Elevator out of order. Why? I see nothing wrong here. It's ineffective. It's like it needs the owl key. Okay, sure. It's Storch. This is the is the person that I made have this voice. Storch. Security technician control replica Storch. So they're security. Storches are security. Understood. Bouillon. Weird Brennan.
I'm buying Weird Brennan.
Buying will burn. Okay. What do you mean by this? Why is this on a poster? What, like, it just, we got like a obelisk under a hexagon. There's like a paper airplane ship doing a swoop, and also the monolith's on fire. Apparently it's called Bouillon. Yeah, I'll take the Elmira. Angry note. Angry note. I'm officially sick of the Yules next door. They've been listening to that stupid song non-stop since the piano room is locked down. If I have to hear it one more time, I'm going over there and smashing that stupid tape recorder to pieces. I mean, if they're Yules, I bet they're listening to a lot of Christmas music. I wonder if there's a way we can borrow a key so we can get into their dorm and put an end to this madness. I don't care about breaking quarantine, it means never having to hear that song again. That's a bad logic to have. Do not break quarantine. Do not break quarantine for even if there is a quarantine going on, do not break it just because of a petty reason. Do not put everyone at risk because you got annoyed. These people with their velvet mattresses, fucking... I don't mind if I just... Okay, we have replica officer Star. Replica overview, Star. Sicherheitsverteidiger officer replica.
Oh yeah, German.
Star. Security technician guard replica Starling. Type Generation 4 low-cost combat unit. Frame biomechanical with polyethylene shell and bullet-resistant armor plating. Height 220 centimeters. Give me 1 second. I can do a lot of math in my head, but I am not the best at unit conversions. 220 cm to feet and inches. Woo! Mako, give me a guess as to how tall you think this person is.
Based on that, 6'6".
They are 7'2".
Oh.
So we now have a base reference for everything relating to a star unit. We now know what things are taller than star and what things are shorter than star by relative to 7'2". Also, I assume that given that they that it's star for Sicherheit Techniker Officer Replica, they had to like figure out how to make that abbreviation also work in English, perhaps, because that obviously doesn't line up perfectly with Security Technician Guard Replica, because that'd be Stiger. The standard model of the Protector Security Technicians. Fitted with extended legs, star units gracefully tower over most gestalts. Despite their heavy armor, they can move swiftly with their long stride. Their cool and detached demeanor allows them to analyze situations without activity and deploy force as required. Trained in close combat and riot-controlled techniques, they operate best in small squads led by an officer star unit equipped with a ballistic shield. Okay, so yeah, they're the actual like proper security, the star units, because they are really tall. So that's what they are, because they have the leader one is the one with the ballistic shield. We need whatever that is. My inventory space. Okay.
Yeah. That did a lot.
Yeah, if I get attacked from behind, I take like a fuck ton of damage. There's a instant health thing right there. Keep that in mind. Memorandum. Lighting malfunctions. To Service Cadre. From Ara Ara, S23-16. Due to recent incident involving a certain starling that shall remain unnamed, I've adjusted all doors to require visible light to open. This should hopefully stop any more non-service cadre personnel from endangering themselves by stumbling into dark rooms until we can take care of the lighting issues. If you've been assigned an illumination failure repair task, remember to equip a flashlight module so the door sensors will let you in. Ask Adler ahead of time if you need one. He's usually in his quarters on the 8th floor these days. Shetshen. Okay. We have a quest. We need a flashlight so we can go into that. Okay. Carefully. Like the Dickens. Workshop key required for that one. There's the Ara Ara Ara. Ara Ara Ara. The all-purpose repair worker replicas. Yeah, the Ara Aras are repairs. Beats you. Beats you to death. Beats you to death. Beats you to death. Fucking got him. Beating people to death. Finally. Yeah, I did. Sure, I'll drop down the fucking hole in the ground. Yeah, I'm not a fucking idiot. Okay, Ara. Alzwek. Alzwek Reparator Arbiter Replica. Ara. All-purpose repair worker replica Macaw. Really? You call it Macaw? That's an interesting one. Type Generation 2 low-cost general purpose. Frame biomechanical with titanium reinforced polyethylene shell. Height 185. Okay, and 185. Oh, that's about 6 feet tall. Mako, you're probably taller than this one.
Maybe.
The tough worker bees of the construction and repair industry. One of the earlier replica designs, the simple but efficient auras, are actually the most produced replica type to date. I mean, it makes sense. If you're going to have anything do a lot of construction and like repairs and whatnot, why not just do have a robot do it? Since you're making them go into broken, dangerous locations, you'd rather have a robot than a person. Even though, you know, these robots seem to be very much sapient beings in many ways. These strong and heavy worker units, heavy you say, are a perfect fit for work in construction and production of industrial goods. Many places throughout our nation, ARAs have already replaced all Gestalt workers in fields like climaforming and explosive ordnance disposal. Look, I don't know what climaforming is, and I kind of am curious as to what climaforming is, but making robots deal with explosive ordnance disposal instead of people, I can't be overly against. I looked up climaform, and the first thing that I see is a black magic spell from Final Fantasy XI. So, clearly this is a term I'm not supposed to look up. Okay. Do I have any more healing gunk? How's my... That's not ideal. Can you please become less orange? Why are you...
Does the orange do something?
I assume the orange is indicating parts of me that are injured.
Yeah, but... Avery, I gotta know from my own playthrough of Phoenix Point so I don't do the same thing that you're gonna do.
I've been duped! I've been bamboozled! Beats you to death!
Avery, real quick, choose a faction. American military, space communism, or, ocean bio-flesh mutation.
You can't do this to me, Mako. Like, you can't give me 3 options and they're all based.
I'm sorry, the American military?
Aesthetically. Look, you can't... You could say what you want about the American military, but Soldier TF2 is something different. That's a tough call. Like, given my theming, I would assume the aquatic people... So,
that's pretty much what I figured you'd do.
So yeah, I guess I gotta go the fish of flesh.
Or like crabs, and I'm pretty sure there's tentacles.
I don't even like tentacles.
Well, would you rather do one of the other ones?
No, I'm fine with it. You seem to be more of a space communist if I knew anything.
I need to look at what the 2 factions give you, because the last time I did it, I think I went with the flesh one.
Is it safe to go out here? That's what I thought.
So they do a lot of damage, huh?
Yeah, if I'm facing away from them, they do like a fuck ton of damage, which is a problem when I'm trying to leave. I thought I had activated the door, and so I thought I was already, like, into the animation, so I just got fucked.
Yeah, it seems like they don't want you to just, like, cheese enemies by running straight past them.
Okay, I gotta do my fucking inventory management again, so put that away, put that away. What is my current health? Let me just use these real quick.
Oh, for the record, you can do stuff with all the factions, but eventually you have to, like, pick one to do a thing with.
I got my tiny hat.
Do we know what unit you are yet, or like what your unit?
We are a LSTR unit. We are a Lester unit.
Is that all we know?
Our unit is designed for like going on the like probe spaceships to go and explore new places with the other pilot. Like, your job is basically land surveillance, more or less. Like, you just survey places to see if they're good. So, like,
doesn't seem good.
Yeah, we're not really a combat-oriented, robot. We are definitely just designed for, like, science, mostly. But, clearly, the situation requires. Okay, let's try to get back to where we were. It wasn't too far, it was just a little tedious. You know, we explored that. It was this. And this one needs the owl key. I mean, yeah, the owl key. And we didn't go down here. Maybe this is a dead-end room. It is. Okay, I picked up ammunition for a gun I don't actually have on me, which is arguably the dumbest thing I've ever done. An improvised barricade is made from furniture blocks the hallway. Always a good sign to find an improvised barricade. Okay, Mako, you're just walking down a hallway at a building one day, and you find an improvised barricade. What do you do? What's your first, like, your take? What's your opinion? Your thoughts?
Are there people around?
Nope, you just find the barricade.
I'd probably leave.
I think my first, like, question would be, which direction is the barricade facing? I feel like that's an important piece of information.
I'll just go back out the way I came.
Let me go take these and deposit them back at the save point real quick. I'm afraid one of those is gonna, like, start, like, crawling out from the pile and try to kill me. So I think this floor is relatively safe, because I think it just has the save point and just an otherwise empty room. Okay, so we could deposit the ammunition I can't use, and the pistol ammunition because it's for a gun I'm not carrying. I have the shotgun in case I need to start blasting, and I got my bonkin stick for all my bonkin needs. I really should have saved. I question why I did not do that. I think it might be because I'm a fool. Perhaps even a dullard. A blockhead, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Well, be careful, so you don't have to do all that again.
Be careful, there's a woman.
Are you gonna use your gun still, or...?
Well, yeah! In situations where I need to use the fucking gun, I'm gonna use the gun. This seems like a pretty prime opportunity to use a gun if you ask me. Clean as a thistle. Give him bonk and stick back. I don't think I can keep going that way. And this is the room where they fucking just are hiding on you.
Okay.
Beats you to death! 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 Die! So anyways, I started blasting. I'm afraid the commander won't receive any visitors at the moment. But perhaps I can be of assistance instead.
Who are you?
One of the greatest jokes in Homestuck is when Roxy Lalonde says, who are you, at Urania, but because of how Roxy types, it's written as whore you, and so Urania gets offended because apparently out loud said whore you. I just like that when it's just the text translates over to how they're actually speaking.
Yeah.
I'm the administrator of this facility. Please, there's no need to be afraid. I'm just here to help. You never want to see a robot say, I'm just here to help. That's never a good sign. Erica, none of us are here by choice. That's cool. Awesome. Did I miss anything in that little flash of info? Nope, that other thing just shows, like, the profile image with just the name Erica, and then it was just, none of us are here by choice, und niemand wird vermussen, which I assume means the same thing. Repair script. I did not even realize you were in this room. I beat you to death. Ah! They kicked me! They launched me! I was fucking propelled! Like,
Couldn't you use the serum and then get the repair thing?
yeah, but like, my HP's not that low. Star! Star. Security technician, guard replica star. They got the snub nose. Yeah, but like, my HP is only orange. This thing like makes me like max HP.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Matt. Here's their revolution. Hi, Matt. Hi, Matt. Heart of the revolution. Interesting. I suppose we'll take another one of those. I think that's everything in this room, so I just need to remember that's there, because I could turn into a better one. Nope. Hello! There's 10mm ammo there. Okay. Come at me. Bonk! 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 Oof. Bonk! 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 See, now I will use one of these. See, my health is all the way blue. Okay. Kittez! Airworted Befrioingi! No Name says, sorry, I thought I was seeing this stream through a virtual boy system. What makes you think that? I'm a virtual NB system, thank you very much. Was that Among Us noise? Sound effect Amogus? No? Kittez. Kittez awaits liberation. I love those giant fracking machines. Like, say what you will about fracking being terrible for the environment. You gotta admit, the machinery involved in the fossil fuels industry looks cool as hell. Yeah. It's a giant fucking saw blade on a massive machine. Oil rigs are giant mini town platforms we've made float on the ocean. Like, the fossil fuels industry looks cool as hell. Terrible for what it does. I would love for us to get away from fossil fuels, but just keep the machines. They look cool. Don't actually run them for any real purpose. Just have them. Make them blow steam out or something. Like, can we get what was that?
Amusement park rides.
Yeah, we should let kids use this machine as like a toy. I feel like that'd be good for the environment. It doesn't belong in a museum, it belongs in my backyard. Like, I want the giant spinny thing. We can make it solar powered. Attach solar panels to that thing and make the most confusing, conflicting machine possible. No space to carry fuse. I guess I refused. Order number S23-9083C28F97. As we know, S23 is referring to this location, so presumably the part after that is the actual, like, code for the specific order. From S23 Protector Accommodations Management, Euler, S2308, so the 8th Euler, to S23 Service Cadre, Ara S2314, so the 14th RR unit here. Item, high voltage fuse. Part number, F293C1982389-7K67849. Your order for this replacement part has been approved and was processed by S23 Management. Please find enclosed the requested part for installation. Falk has specifically requested that the repair of the looping lift system be prioritized over other repairs. Please replace the fuse as soon as possible. It is a huge hassle for everyone to get around without it. I love how it starts kind of like very formal of like, or it was replaced, it is enclosed. Then the end is like, this is a real pain in the ass, please fix. Yeah. I can respect it. So, there's the fuse, but our inventorium contains too much gubbins. I could find an excuse to use my, my stun stick. For example, women be shopping. Women! Damn it. Damn. Damn. Oh, you're on the ground. Beats you to death. See? It was all girth it. Ignore the ammunition. Yes, give me the fuse. So are one of these doors usable? That one is, that one's not. What's through here? Cool. There's lock with reinforced rolling shutter gate. I need a fitting shutter gate handle to open it. Cool, understood. Bye. Shutter gate handle. Noted. On with the adventure. The paternoster lift system seems to be powered down. I wonder if there's a way to turn it on. Oh, it's a paternoster lift, isn't it? Because it goes up and down. Mako! Paternoster lift!
Okay.
I saw a tutorial on how to build a paternoster lift in using Minecraft Create mod.
Oh.
It's for those who don't know, a paternoster, there's a platform that goes up on this side, and then it reaches the top where it spins, or like rotates around. Like, the platform is basically on a gyroscope, which makes it so it's always level, but it reaches the top, loops over the top, and then goes back down. It works like, sort of like a Ferris wheel, where every individual cart is always level, regardless of where it is on the rotation of the wheel. But, and for a paternoster lift, it's not a big circle, it's a belt that goes up and down. So the left side always goes up, and the right side always goes down, but you never have to deal with, like, it flipping over, because all the platforms stay individually level. There's your fun fact for the day. And people say, I like where I put this on, and then I like, oh, I wonder if there are enemies in this room. Yeah, I guess we're not going in there? Wait, but if I'm not going in here, I guess my only choice is, I guess my only, well, that place is the Star Dorm. That's where the stars stayed. Now, do I have inventory space? I do not, because I'm an idiot who decided to immediately fill up my inventory when I knew I could have done something interesting. Yeah. Why do they get nice floors? Why do they get the shining floor? I want the shining floor. Hello, woman! Beats you to death, beats you to death, beats you to death. Gotcha. Wait, where? I think they've gone through the wall. Well, shame. I don't like you. You're getting the shotgun. I just don't inherently trust anything with his shield. My first thought is it's gonna be a pain in the ass to fight. Okay. Yeah, it's defective. It's also barricaded. Where am I? I guess I can go this way first. So these must be the star units then, because they are like a lot taller than me. Like look how tiny I am compared to this thing. Beats you to death, beats you to death. Fucking got him. Star. Oh, they got a little target. back when I used to do, the scouts, I was actually a pretty good shot with a rifle. It was fun. I like doing the shooting and archery. It was really cool. I got to use a Cupid bow once, which is the worst bow to use. Did they write an autograph on the poster? Did the robots give autographs? Star S2313. Security Technician Guard Replica Star S2313 Hunter. Oh, because it says Jaeger. That's what it says on the thing. So their name is Jaeger. Okay. So was that Jaeger then, or was Jaeger another one? I mean, I'm pretty sure they all look very similar, so let's just keep in mind. Bluish hair, face mask, red under eye liner, blue eyes, has the revolver. So, Jaeger is a marksman of some sort. No space to carry 10mm ammunition. Protector units store their personal belongings in these lockers. There's nothing of interest for me here. The fact that robots have personal belongings is cool. Is there anything else I can interact with? No, that's just glitching. Okay, well, that was informational. Skip-a-dip-a-dip-a-da-boop-a-da-bam. 150. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna pull this out real quick and why are there dolls? Wait, 154. It's telling me to go to 154. Sturb, feller. Give if. What was that one? 200? Sturb.
This is the hurt you frequency, I see.
210, Sturb. Oh yeah, look at my reading over there. $224, $227, $229. So yeah, that was cool. Wildcard, you don't need to backseat me. I understand that large numbers on my screen mean tune my radio to that number, because it also turned my radio on immediately upon entering the room. Like, I figured it out. I was just wanting to see what the screen was popping up and saying. I know I was going, I was understanding the situation because I was reading. It was saying Sturb. I don't know what Sturb means. Oh, Sturb is the German word that means die. Cool. So they were just flashing die on my screen repeatedly. Cool. I think sometimes I learn information and the information's not useful and I eventually forget it, but sometimes there's information which I just know from that moment. I now know what this means forever. I now have this information forever. And I apparently decided just now, Sturb is information that I'm just gonna keep. I now know Sturb means die. Anytime in the future, I now know this information. It's fucked up how things work. Anyways, what the fuck is this guy? I shot them twice, and I think that injured me. So, like, note to self, don't do that. Upside is... Well, the upshot is, the man's dead. I have my, blue juice. A painting of a strange island somehow feels very familiar. So, it's a small, stony island with some rocks, and there's also a red figure there. There's a keyhole in the painting. Yeah, that's always a good sign. Okay. Man, I bet this game would be so much cooler if I knew German.
Yeah.
Like, that's not obviously dissing the game, because obviously not understanding shit is entirely valid. But, like, if I knew what a lot of things were saying, I feel like it would be an even more, like, thorough experience. Like, part of me wants to, once I beat this, watch a playthrough of this game by somebody who does speak both languages. Because I know I'm subscribed to some people who speak the language, so I'll see if they've played the game. Unlock the door. Okay, so that is this floor complete, more or less. That room needs its lights on. Paternoster looping lift needs its fuse, which I'm going to assume would be at the bottom of it. Rod front! That's where we were going, I'm pretty certain. Also, hi, wild card!
Hoffnung für die Zukunft.
Rot front. Hope for the future. Rot front. Maybe if you wanted to be hope for the future, you wouldn't call it rot front. Like, I assume the name might mean something in the actual language, but calling it rot front is kind of funny. Okay, we're on floor 8. Then it locks on the other side. Oh, so... Oh, I'm probably going to need to use the Paternoster to get down to it. Oh, because, yeah, this is the Paternoster lift, room. It's missing a fuse. Use the fuse? Oh boy! Puzzle! So I need one of these at 180, and one of these at 230. So I assume these, like, little indicators don't mean anything, but the numbers are probably going to mean something.
Where are you getting 180 from?
800 volts and 230 volts. Okay, this
That's
is...
800, not 180.
That's what I said 800. Did I say 180?
You said 180.
Oh, I was probably confused because it said 120 and I saw 800, so my brain just combined them into 180, but no, it's 120 into 800. Choosing this has multiplied both these values by 2 and 6, so that's... So, first thought, these symbols mean multiply, and that's the value it's multiplying by. What does this change it by? That adds it. This subtracts it. Okay, understood. Blue things subtract, yellow things multiply, white dots add. What's up? Rot means red in German. Okay. So it's red front. Does front mean front in German? What is something cool I learned? So, you ever notice how in legal documents, they say things twice? It's always cease and desist, or aid and abet, or like, you know, breaking and entering. It's always something and something that means pretty much the same thing. You ever notice that?
No.
Well, I learned why that is. Because that trend started ages ago during basically the of evolution of English. And so the aristocracy would speak in French because the ruling powers were French. The church obviously spoke Latin, and the common people tended to speak Anglo-Saxon, or more specifically Old English, Old Middle English. And because the law applied to everyone, they needed to make sure everybody understood what it was saying. And so, anytime you saw that double, it's using a word from both languages. Cease, I believe, is English, but desist is French. Aid and abet, I believe, is another one. Even in wedding vows, to have and to hold is another instance of a legal double. Even though both those words are actually from English and not from, I believe are from English and not from French. Because, it just became a trend afterwards that if you needed to state something in a legal document like that, you would state it twice, even if those words were no longer different languages. Which is really cool. I would love to see that in, more fictional settings, where, there's more than one common language amongst people, where, in a fantasy setting, where it would be, the common word for it, then, the elven word for it. Be, to double it up every time it comes up. I'd love that shit, because it just builds on a world. Oh, go on, Wildcard. Do you have something to add? Okay, that successfully gets us to one of the numbers, but not the other one. Unfortunate. So this gets us way too high, because we would need both of these. No, those are adds, so we would need those ones to subtract anywhere close, but even then, you wouldn't be able to get there. So we know for a fact this switch is off. After the English Civil Wars, the royal house was replaced, and so they needed German words, along with English. Cool! More specifically, Dutch. I did not know that. It is cool how much our language evolved, because English was the language of necessity. And it's sort of why people complain that in fantasy settings and whatnot, people always make common English. But even though it's just the stand-in, it's the common language for a reason. There had to be something everyone spoke, and so one language had to be the slut that is a bunch of languages in one trench coat. It needed to start just adopting words from everything, and that's probably what common is in a fantasy setting. It's just words stolen from every other language, sort of finagled over the years by people who didn't know how to write properly, until they became what everybody could understand effectively. Nice. Linguistics are cool, and J.R.R. Tolkien was a badass for caring so much about it. Did you know that guy was a linguistics professor before deciding to write Lord of the Rings? They did articles about a single letter. It's fucking insane. They made their entire fantasy setting just to justify coming up with new languages. Anyways, this one can't work. This brings us to 840, so we're 42 high. If we subtract that and then add that, that gets us to 800, 230. Easy. The Paternoster. See, look, it's rotating! You can see the platforms! They're flat, but they rotate around the outside because they're gyroscopic to it! That's so cool! I love the Paternoster. While I'm here, I should probably save my game. I should probably deposit some gubbins that I don't need to be carrying. I don't have any gubbins I don't need to be carrying, it seems. Yeah, I love that world building shit. You could have as many cool, historical events in your fantasy world as you want, but give me the nitty-gritty. Give me why people speak the way they do and how languages evolved. Give me that shit. Give me what the standard units of measurement in your system are and how they came about. I want to know that shit. I believe. Okay, now that the paternoster is like workable, we did forget a couple of doodads here and there. Not in this room. These people are definitely awake. Yep. You know what? And see, like I stated, I'm not gonna just forego the guns, because like the shotgun is far more effective at dealing with a bunch of people at once. But if there's like one dude, I'd rather just beat them with a stick. We could check to see if this door is a viable door. It's not. Lock is defective. Was there any more things I needed to pick up in here? I checked this door. If I drop down... do the repair spray, and then, if I recall, combine with that to make a plus! Hell yeah! What if I can I combine my machete? Where else did I go and fail? There was some ammunition in here. There was ammunition somewhere else, I could have sworn. Protector's office, piano hallway. You re-got, yeah, I re-got the machete because I decided, the payment only works for that stream. And also, I just like the machete. I'm having more fun with the combat now that I have a machete.
Also, the payment was not actually for the machete.
Yeah, I know. It was a bit of everything. So this should unlock this door? No, this is... Did I lose track of where I was? Wait, FKLR, wouldn't that be... Is that Falk? The person that keeps getting mentioned?
Well, Gerd, here's the thing. If you want someone to do something for money, you have to, like, get them to agree to it first. Before you just give them the money.
Pick up Shuttergate handle. Oh, it's Mina! Minen Harbite Nuclear Technic Toxic per Heights replica. Okay, Minen Arbit. I see the word mine, and so my first thought is mining. But the other one, Nuclear Technic, means nuclear. Like, are they designed to be a nuclear technician? Replica overview, MNHR. Mining nuclear tech, high security replica Mina. Hell yeah. Type Generation 3 Industrial Specialist. Frame biomechanical with high security reinforced armor plated servo shell. Height 260 centimeters. How much is 260? Because they were very tall. 8'5". 8.5". 8.5 feet, so 8'6". Yeah, Mina. Glad to know that they existed. I like that their abbreviation is effectively the word miner. And so it makes sense their name is Mina. The name. I love abbreviation names. Especially ones that can be made into, like, fun little names. Like, as cool as it is to have people, like, in Star Wars named, like, C-3PO and R2-D2, having one that could be like, that's just that person's name now is just fun. And also when they make, like, advanced jokes and, like, vague spoilers for the second game in the Nonary game series. They encounter a robot, and the robots are referred to as golems in that universe, the type that they are. And so they're like, they just have like a long, like, serial number, and it's like, is there something that we can, like, call you for short because saying the full list of, like, letters and numbers is annoying? And it's like, okay, just use the last 4 of them. But the last 4 letters are fucking G0LM, so their name is still Golems? Like, it's still just the same thing? I just really liked that joke where they just, and they even, like, come like, huh, I never noticed that. That's a good game. I should make Mako play that someday, just to see him struggle with puzzles.
Oh god.
When it comes to dangerous cargo, heavy machinery, and hazardous environments, my favorites, no other model rivals the Mina units with their high-security power armor bodies. Even in lethal radiation, under crushing pressure, and in zero-G, they keep their calm demeanor and show exemplary teamwork. Despite their hulking bodies, underneath their face shields, a standard Generation 3 cranial construction can be found, making maintenance and social interfacing as easy as with any other replica model. Okay, so that's why it just has, like, the sort of humanoid face underneath it, because it's just, that's the part. The part just looks like that.
It's for social interfacing.
Yeah, it makes sense that, like, given that the robots are very much based on you, like, physically interacting with them like a normal person, making them have an interface that looks like a normal person's face has some reasonable sense there. It's also kind of uncanny, I'd assume. But also, like, I do like that, like, from the visual, it just looks like it's a person wearing a massive, like, armor suit, but no, that's just the same, that's just their body. They just are the giant suit. Please note that the Mina neural pattern is not suited for combat use. For combat applications, the Saper variant should be used, which employs a combat-capable persona in the same frame. For more information, see Schwer Anti-Panzer Replica Schnapper. They made an anti-tank version. Nice! I like the name Schnapper. Because it's SAPR, so yeah, Schnap. But yeah, the fact that the Mina had a massive weapon and shot at us repeatedly despite being non-combative seems interesting. I also do like that they are very teamwork-oriented, which makes sense because during the fight they summoned the other Binguses to come and help fight you.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Quite sleepy.
God damn it, I am injured again. Repair spray! Healthy as a horse. Is this nothing? Okay, I guess that's nothing. Hey, this is the place from earlier! Hey look, Falk! Furen Commando Lieutenant Falk. Replica Ryu FKLR. Operation Command Control Unit Replica Falcon. I assume that's what Falk means. Operational Command Control Unit. So they're, yeah, frame biomechanical with polyethylene shell and bullet-resistant armor plating. Type Generation 6 high-tech bioresonance command unit. So they're the one in charge. They can command the other ones. I see. Which, if we assume some eldritch nonsense is getting into people's, like, flesh, controlling the one that can control all the other ones is probably not that good. Also, 250. That is fucking, like, 8'2" at least. Like, fucking hell. This one isn't even like the giant fucking robot, and it's over 8 feet tall. Okay, what is the exact measurement here? Yeah, 8 feet 2 inches. Fucked up. Hot. Classified information. Commander eyes only. The Protector Führungskommandos commander, the head of each Aeon facility's protector forces, is a powerful prototype bioresonant Falk unit, an authority that may never be questioned. A Falk unit serves not just as a commander to the Protectors, but as a nearly godlike being, a perception that is underlined by her tall build and resemblance to our nation's leaders. Okay, the Great Revolutionary and her daughter. Okay. It is also aided by her powerful prototype bioresonance module, which not only allows her to bend the will of weaker minds and fathom their intentions and emotions, but also grants her the ability to manipulate objects from a distance. What do you mean you built a robot with telekinesis?
Why did they make a psionic? Bro.
Why did you construct an 8-foot-tall robot based off your nation's leader whose job is to control people's minds and throw objects with telekinesis? At what point was this decided to be a good idea? Like, yes, I get it. You need you need something that's in charge of all of the sort of guards of the replica units, the guard ones, the protectors. I get that. Understood. The telekinesis part seems a bit unnecessary. That feels like putting a hat on a hat. It's kind of hot, though, so keep that in mind. The red dinkus on the forehead and the sort of yellow laurel along the side. Also, yes, I did notice the guy climbing out of the hull directly next to me. Oh, they weren't dead. Oh. Okay. Back it again.
I'm gonna get a snack.
Is the boy who just ate a bunch of ice cream and Pop-Tarts?
I ate one Pop-Tart. It was in the ice cream, so it doesn't even count as its own thing, huh?
Sure, Muck. Whatever you say, Muck. Okay, we don't talk that one. That one was a wash. That one didn't count. That one was invalid. Doesn't count. Okie dokie doke. Isn't using the pink stick gonna make the game too easy? It dies twice. Which I don't know if that reflects worse on me or... I need my hat. I can't live without my tiny hat. Can't have dirty garbage. Don't say that's you, bud. I need to remember to keep this thing loaded. I didn't forget anything in the RR dorm, so we could just use this and get... what? It's 8:40. I can have a cookie as a treat. Next time I have one of the cookies, I need to make sure to eat a full cookie. I believe... Just filling my inventory with fucking random garbage. Bland painting... Let Orpho, Star Dorm... Are there multiple Star Dorms, like, at opposite ends of the building? That just seems like poor planning. Oh, there's a thing here. Oh, cool. Right? Fucking love paternostralids. Chat, I don't think I've clarified enough that I like paternostralids. I love marvels of engineering that were later supplanted by completely more mundane ways of doing it. Like, yeah, the elevator is a far more functional system, but the paternostral lift looks a lot cooler. And is way more dangerous. What's in here? Annoyingly, the room seems safe, which means it's definitely gonna kill me. Hi. Would you mind if I just snuck past you real quick? Beats you to death! Beats you to death! Beats you to death! They were reaching. There was nothing I could do. Hummingbird key. Why are all your keys bird themes? Is it just because your leader's name is Falk? Is it just because they're bird themed that you decided everything needs to be bird themed? I only have 2 shots left. Let's be careful. Do I have any, I guess I don't actually, because it's a pistol. Let me just use one of those real quick. Let me use 2 of those real quick. Alright. We're gonna try to sneak by. Nice and easy. Oh, that's not good. Just sneak by. Nice and easy. I am incognito. I am perfectly safe. Go on! Okay. We can go and quickly save. I didn't want to have to do that again. Mine is a miner, not a bird. Given that I have... How much actual, like, pistol ammunition do I have in there? I could switch it back to the pistol and put the shotgun away. And now we can go deal with that room. Well, it was effective while it lasted. Beats you to death! Beats you to death! Beats you to death! Beats you to death! I quickly ran out of pistol. Well, this room's like a room where a fucking tile person's gonna come out of the ground. Mineshaft access elevator. Need the administrator's key. Noted. Noted. So do you think all the different ones we've encountered are different ones, like specifically? Adler bedroom.
Hi.
Wunderwaffen unserer Nation!
Did I miss any other robot bios?
Nope. Just mostly dying and then trying to get back to where I was. Das Reich Volk eingeneigt. Wunderwaffen! Cool. Super weapons of our nation. In the battle against the Empire, Volk units. So yeah, I would understand referring to a Volk as a fucking super weapon if it has mind control and telekinesis. That would be a super weapon. The fact that that one's a super weapon, but the anti-tank robot is not, is, I feel like, a telling fact here. That one needs a full body armor in, like, the giant gun, and that one doesn't. Like, there's an important thing, and that one doesn't. There's a flashlight module lying on the table. You have a flashlight module? Yes. A shoulder-mounted flashlight module, powered by internal replica power supply when installed. Makes the user more visible to enemies when turned on, but allows to see and interact with objects in doorways and dark rooms. It has an 8 on it. Man, it'd be cool to just have, like, ports. Or just slap things on. Adler! You, this fucker. Our antagonist, I presume. Replica overview, Adler. Administration, Data Verarbeitung Logistics Replica. Adler. Administration, Data Processing, and Logistics. So yeah, while the other one is the one in control, this is the guy who's in charge of actual, like, information regulation. So it makes sense that they are, like, second in command. Type, Generation 5 High Command Specialist. Frame, biomechanical with polyethylene shell and titanium skeleton. Height, 175.
Gotta make all the girls taller. Because it's hot, I guess.
He is 5'8". Nearly 5'9". But he's nearly 5'9". Unfortunately, taller than me, but not as tall as you, which I find funny. They make the fucking robots like 8 feet tall, but then the one guy one is shorter than, like, even like an average guy, I guess. An integral part of every protector Führung Commando is the administrator unit. A single Adler unit can manage and oversee all administrative tasks for an entire facility, freeing other operational command units to focus on the direct control of protector units. The Adler is designed to work as a direct counterpart to the Falk unit, serving as her adjutant by taking care of necessary paperwork and calculations. Yeah, the brains of the operation. It's locked. Need the Eagle key, not the Falcon key? What a fucking thought. We are now more visible to enemies.
Yeah, we have one slice of cheese left. I really hope we can go grocery shopping soon.
Yeah, that's where I just came from. I mean, we'll probably be able to do it soon enough. Now we need the hummingbird key. This is another room which was too dark to see anything. Where? Huh? Oh. Beats you to death. 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 There's so many of them! Beats you to death. Beats you to death. Beats you to death. Fuck. Fuck.
Yeah, maybe the machete isn't that good.
1 second, I gotta flee. Yeah, if I get surrounded, I'm still dealing with a bunch of people at once.
Man, it's kind of dangerous when the edible actually tastes good. Like, really good.
Going back in! Beats you to death! 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 Get them, while they're down! Get them while they're down! Don't fuck! Die! Piss off! Just undid all of my healing! I am in pain. There better be healing in this room. Yes! Heal! I need you! What does that turn me to? Yellow. Fuck it, we're using it. Oh, we don't even get to blue from that! Yeah, I'll take your shotgun rounds. Oh. Someone had a rough time. Storch. So this is the Storch round. The ones. Replica overview, Storch. Security technician, controller replica, Stork. Okay, so yeah, they're all these ones are all named after birds. Stork. I like calling them Storch. It's funner. Sister Techniker controller replica. Type Generation 5 Combat Lead Unit. Frame biomechanical polyethylene shell and bullet resistant armor plating. Height 240. 240 is 7'10".
Jesus.
I mean, we saw them in that room on the other floor. They're fucking tall, which makes however tall fucking Falk is insane. Each cadre of Protector security technicians is overseen by a controller unit. The most common of which...
Wait, how tall is Falk again? Like, over 8?
Yeah, Falk is over 8 feet tall. Like, they are slightly shorter than that boss we fought, I think. Which is, a giant hulking, mech buster. Anyway, the most common of which is the Storch type. One of the tallest replica models, thanks to their extended legs, Storches figuratively and literally keep a constant bird's eye view of any situation, ready to direct and coordinate their assigned security technicians. Their tough, no-nonsense demeanor, though sometimes described as brutal and even cruel, makes them the perfect fit as unwavering sentinels of order. Unwavering sentinels of order. I do like the one that just they were just in their room yeah, I'm not leaving till I have orders to do. Fair enough. There's a lot of shit going on outside. I don't blame you for that one. This room is quiet.
Is that Cronus eating his children?
That's Cronus eating their children. Why do they have that as their decor in their dorm room? Why is this dorm room so much bigger than the other dorm? Oh, there's a hatch here. My flashlight just turned off. Hello? Did I find the weed? Aeon Reichting 176. Operational Procedures Control. Classified information, Commander Eyes only. Aeon Guideline 176, the deployment of operational procedures. Operational psychology. In order to reliably protect the safety of our nation, AIM must develop and deploy procedures and technologies to maintain complete control over all replicas in service of the nation. Just like with Gestalts, procedures involving operational psychology are highly effective for behavior control of replicas. The primary advantage of replica over Gestalts is predictability. All newly deployed replicas of a model are virtually identical both physically and psychologically. As they all share the same memories under the same circumstances, a newly deployed Yule unit will practically always react the same way. However, as soon as a unit encounters new situations, it'll begin to deviate from the original pattern. In some cases, this may lead to the unit being less efficient for its intended purpose. This is called persona degradation. Using a wealth of private information about the life of the Gestalt, each neural pattern is based on allows us to ensure optimal, uniform post-deployment development of each unit. In simpler terms, our primary objective is the focused manipulation of the individual to ensure they remain as close to the original pattern as possible, and thus productive, loyal, and docile for as long as possible. This is called persona stabilization. Stabilization can come in many forms, and usually takes on the form of regular activities or fetish objects that distract and calm the replica. They mean fetish in the religious sense, not fetish in the, other sense.
Yeah, but it's still like, huh?
Yeah. Until the development of bioresonance technology that allows wide-scale direct behavior control, then the methods of operational psychology still remain the most reliable way to control both replicas and Gestalts in the interest of the protection of national security. So yeah, they're trying to... The minds of the replicas are based on a pre-existing person. Like, there is a person that came before them, and that is what they're based on. And so they're trying to make them do things and have things that are as similar to the original as possible so that they don't develop their own personality. Because as long as they have the same personality as always, it can be that you can expect what they're going to do and expect how they're going to act. Which is fucked up. Effectively turning a copy of a human mind into a slave. Yeah, that.
They're really in on the commercialization of human labor, or like objectification of human labor, I guess.
Yeah. I've heard about objectifying women, but this is ridiculous.
That too. I mean, like, they didn't have to make them hot, but like,
they didn't have to make them 90% women and Adler. Fucking Adler.
And also 90% leg.
Oh, there's an Aura unit there. Just stand next to these purple plants. You want to?
It's you.
Okay.
What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be down in the mine? Your flashlight? Let me take a look. Try it now. Can you believe this? All these files. They think they know us so well. So much talk about persona and stabilization.
Like the videos game?
In the end, they just want us to shut up and work until we die.
Yeah, it's sort of what controlling powers tend to do.
What a joke.
I don't think it's a joke. Normally those are funny.
What do you mean you don't remember me? Did you hit your head? I'm staying here. No chance I'm ever going back to work. A shut-in with cacti.
I think those are bamboo?
Oh.
Bamboo plants thriving under a grow light. So yeah, they've just been living down here, I guess. I mean, better than up there, I guess. Discarded hard hats lie among stacks of classified files. I mean, what better time to read up on information? Also, I like that those are apparently hard hats, the things that they have on their head, the weird, like, half, like, circle wedge thing. Oh, they're reading. I mean, if it passes the time... So, we've now met a repair bot. Cool. Out of there, and we never need to go back. Inspect. Okay, there's the sun. There's Bouillon, Vineta, Kitej, Rotfront, and then Heimat and Lang. So I guess, yeah, we're just exploring this solar system. Given that the star is here, Heimat, home of the new nation's government.
Where
I heard I think we're on Rotfront. I heard the view of the gas giant's rings in the sky is beautiful there. Oh, so yeah, they're living on, the capital is on a moon orbiting a gas giant. I mean, it'd protect you from, like, asteroids and whatnot, at least. Lang, S23, oh, we're on Lang, I guess. That makes sense. Kitez, the Red Desert. The Imperial fleet can only hold it for so long before it will be liberated. Cool. Vineta, the ocean world ravaged by war. When I close my eyes, I can hear the sound of the sea. Bouillon, home to the Imperial Palace, floating above the poisonous clouds. Oh. Oh, I see. An orrery showing a rotating view of the current relative positions of inhabited worlds of the solar system. Okay, Mako. Let's see if this, we gotta check Rotfront. An orrery showing, no, I want to put on Rotfront. Rotfront, the ice moon circling the largest gas giant. Still in the process of climaforming. Oh, okay, so climaforming is terraforming. Understood. So, Mako. A place with floating poisonous clouds. An ocean planet. A place referred to as a red desert. The largest gas giant in the system. A gas giant with a ring around it. Does that at all sound familiar?
Oh, wait.
Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn.
Huh.
That is the order of the planets. The fact they specified it's a red desert, an ocean planet, a place with poisonous gas, like it is very close that is just the lineup of the Earth planets. If you exclude Mercury, which is way too close to the sun, the first question is what Lang is, because Lang is after Saturn. But it's after Saturn would come Neptune and Uranus. So my best guess is Lang is some sort of asteroid.
Yeah.
But the asteroid belts, the main one is between these two in this area.
What did it say was on Lang when you click on it?
S2 Sierpinski. That's the building we're currently in.
Oh, so we're there. Okay.
I think we might be mining an asteroid or something like that. Alright, well, this has given us important lore that this is probably the Earth solar system. So, the ocean world ravaged by war. When I close my eyes, I can hear the sound they see. Yeah. So the Imperials control Mars. The capital of these people are on... If it's a thing around Saturn... isn't the one around Saturn Titan? Is that the big one?
Honestly, I don't think I've ever actually seen a setting that takes place in space, but only the solar system. Like, we haven't gone past this yet, but we're still out in here.
Yeah. I mean, like, there's probably plenty to explore. Just see and get, at least resource-wise in this universe.
Yeah, there's rocks that we can pick up.
Given where Hymet is being orbiting Saturn, that's probably Titan. Rotfront, given that it is snowy, that's probably Europa.
But you're not supposed to attempt a landing there.
Well, Europa's the ocean. Maybe it's fucking forget the other one. Is Titan the one around Jupiter? Sorry,
I think Titan's Jupiter.
Might be Titan then. There's one that's covered in a frozen ocean. And it's covered in like a frozen ocean. Because I know Europa is the methane ocean, I believe. Yeah, cool. We're learning. That's lore. Okay, continuing onwards. Library key required. Reading, like a nerd. What do you take me for? Yeah, I forgot I have a flashlight on. Beats you to... Okay, you just clipped through that wall. They never expect getting clipped through a wall. Okay, we're gonna use one of these real quick. We're also going to equip this and then reload it. Because that frees us up in return. Oh, they're back. Cool. Awesome. As much as I don't want to use it, I know what happens in this next round, so we gotta use that. Beats you to death! Beats you to death! Beats you to death! No, get away! Get away, get away, get away, get away, get away! Beats you to death. Beats you to death. Come on. Get over the other one. Get over the other one. Get over the other one. Gotcha him. Hell yeah. We are fucking dying. Hey, that's that painting again. Hello. I hope you don't mind me, using this real quick. Kind of in a bad spot. Fuck it, I've earned it. That doesn't even bring me up to blue. Fucking hell. What is my status? My status is apparently I'm pretty catatonic, according to this chart. I don't know what you mean by this. I don't like that my entire body is yellow. I think there might be some issues there. Yeah, disposable stun prod. Falk's Diary. 8421A. I guess I could voice Falk. I don't know how much longer I can go on. I do not want to live anymore as what I have become. The red eye beyond the gate showed me. Now touched me. Poisoned me. It feels like my mind has been contaminated, defiled by another person's memory. I'm no longer fully myself anymore, but I've not fully become someone else either. I'm stuck here, between her and me, with half-formed dreams and recollections penetrating my brain and tainting my every action. Who is she? Who is that white-haired girl? Why do I long to see her again? Why would she curse me like this?
So it's like split personality, but like it's actually you're like half and half with the memories of each side and personality and such, like at the same time.
Yeah, but also mentions the red eye beyond the gate. I don't know what that means, but whatever.
Probably the hiss.
It's probably the hit. It's probably something eldritch, but it like at the very least it made them realize the sort of like discrepancy between who they are and who they like the memory they were based off of. Which is interesting. Like, I like that it introduced Falk through these, like, notes being like, this person is a massive super weapon. This person can control your mind and fling things across the room. And then you just come in here and find out being like, I'm not sure if I'm really myself anymore. Just like, good job, guys. You gave the super weapon anxiety. Some sort of capsule. A heavy box fashioned to look like an owl. There are small holes at the top looking like a speaker or a microphone. Okay, so does it want me to play my radio? Okay, not that one. Okay, so that did not work exactly. There's this signal up here that barely comes up. Okay, presumably we need to get that elsewhere then. A Falk unit. Is she dead? She looks strangely peaceful lying there. She has IV things and medical readouts. Imagine trying to buy a bed like when you're a fucking 8.5 foot tall robot.
Yeah. Me, I would never have difficulty finding a bed.
Why? Oh. Sorry, I'm stupid. Wait, does that just... Yeah. Thank goodness for the better not for lift.
Oh, yeah.
It just sends you to the same floor because it's rotating. Don't worry, I don't think they'll notice with the radio and flashlight. I'll be real stealthy.
I don't know how the fuck you managed that.
It's called skill. When all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail, Mako. This is the Protector office. Okay. I just have the odd feeling I should probably turn those off. No space for the island key. Cool. Is there anything I can ignore? I could probably use this.
You're telling me you have no room for a key in your pockets when you're already carrying, like, ammo boxes and shit?
Yep.
Just slip it between 2 ammo boxes.
Nope, you can only carry 6 items at a time. Legal requirement. Colibri in the management office. Hey, that's the diagram of the island picture. One of the Colibris has holed herself up in the management office on the 7th floor. I've seen her and her illusions sitting inside the room crying. Which is the real one? I think it's because of that painting in there. Whenever I was close to her, I felt like my mind was being assaulted by the image of that island. The sensation was strong enough to make me hurl. Is there a way to neutralize the transmission? Maybe some sort of feedback loop of the frequency of her control signal. Okay, so there's a Colibri in that room, and apparently the Colibri can also send out bioresonance. Because that's what was making us see those crying illusions. Veneta, which if is accurate is Earth. Veneta, cradle of humanity. Veneta, yeah, because it's the cradle of humanity.
It's all water now.
So yeah, I love that. Like they sent out like probes and whatnot to go find new places to like land and like check places and such, but we've only explored our solar system. Like, it's so usual, like, oh, you're, like, going off and checking off plans to see if there's, like, places where there's ore or resources or, like, you know, places where we can live. And normally it's, like, vast, like, solar systems away. But this one is just, like, you're 3 planets down. Like, that's as far as we've managed.
Yeah.
I kind of love that. That's cool. Ah! Zap! What is this room? Protector Archive. That gives you enough room to pick up the key. The island key. No space for the to carry Hunter's key. Okay, there's a lot of keys. If I didn't have this useless ammunition in my fucking inventory, that would help a lot.
Are you supposed to have a revolver by now?
No. I saw the revolver inside of a glass case, but I did not figure out the means to access it, and so I assume that will be revealed to me at a later point to give me basically a super gun.
Did you try shooting the glass case?
No, I didn't want to waste ammunition in a game that is apparently heavily reliant on having limited ammunition. But I'm always capable of checking it again later. Okay. So the Hunter's key is there. I'm not gonna cry. 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 I'm not crying. Chat, I'm not crying right now. But oh boy, I'm gonna have to do quite a couple things.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
How did you miss both swings? Well, you see, my friend, this silly little thing called love. Give me the shotgun. I've earned it. Yeah, we don't even have the flashlight yet. Oh god. Because we just got the Paternoster working, I believe, is what we last did. Beats you to death, 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 beats you to death. Beats you to death. Beats you to death. Fuck off. Fuck off. Get dunked on. Okay, Johnny fucking cram. So, like, I was wondering, like, are these, like, the ARA units? Because they're the ones that can go, like, in, like, little shafts? Hey, I'm back. Give me your juice. Give me that, too. Give me that boatmobile! Can I combine this with another one to make it better? No, I cannot. Okay. Skibbity along. Because I was gonna cry because I would have to do everything I just did again. Because my torment is endless and my punishment is never done. Just gonna make sure everything I did is done again. Mako is distracted. When isn't Mako distracted? It's the library. Oh, this is the not nice room, isn't it? Which means I'm gonna need the flashlight, which is... What? One of them just disappeared. Ooh, I just noticed in the description there, it said in that error message, it had LSTR-512. So the arc number comes up again. Man, I really wish there was a second save point. Okay, you know what? Yeah, put that back. And then put it away, put it away. Store all of it. Give me the fucking disposable stun prods. Fuck all y'all. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Keep moving. Hey, fuckos! Oh no, I'm being bullied!
You have made mistakes.
Can I reload my machete, please? It's already loaded. Beat the shit out of you! Beat the shit out of you! Beat the shit out of you! They're dead! How did I get injured? They're dead! Man, the game is so much easier with the guitar. It's gonna be so much easier. It's not gonna be difficult at all. Like, honestly, you're not gonna take it.
No.
Don't you patronize me. Store that. Store all of that. Give me the fucking stun prods. Give me the shotgun. Why does there say use in the inventory for the disposable sun prod? Like, just use it while I'm in my inventory? To what end? To what benefit? Who asked for this? So, like, I gotta, like, still keep my distance because the range at which this works is, vague. Okay. Hey, all my fellas. Hey, all my fellas. Attacking women. I don't care that it's too dark to see. Stay down. Okay. See, that's what the shotguns for emergencies. That's interesting that this ARA unit seems to recognize us. They ask, "What aren't we supposed to be down the mine?" And they don't seem to understand that we don't remember who they are, which is interesting. Like, so since all Lester units are based on the same original personality. So, what if all of those Lester units knew that the original person Lester's based on knew somebody, and so they all remember that person? Because like that seems to be what's happening with Falk as well, I think. Because Falk keeps wondering why a white-haired person is in their dreams and whatnot. And so, presumably, that's somebody that the person they're based on likely knew or interacted with. And so now it haunts them and curses them because they don't know who that person is. And my guess is, like, in both situations here so far, our character has gone out of their way to try and find somebody. In the very beginning of the game, they were trying to find somebody when they weren't found on the ship. And then in this one, we're again trying to find somebody. So I wonder, even if it's not a specific person, if the act of trying to find somebody is something innate to Lester. Okay. Let's get a fucking schmoove on. In fact, I'm gonna beeline it back to the fucking save point, if you don't mind me. Just so I never need to do that bullshit again. I swear to goodness if one of you is alive. Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. Okay. Jiminy fucking crim cram. Okay, and then drop off the useless gubbins of that, because I cannot hold any of it. Let me retrieve that real quick, and then reload it. Shove it back in the inventory. I can hold them to healing items, so I'm probably going to need them. Yeah, I think that's fine for now. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I got things to do, people to squee. Was there anywhere on this floor that was dark? Oh yeah, the room next to the cleaner's room. We can go check out that place real quick. Beats you to death, beats you to death, beats you to death. Are you just indestructible or something? Can you knock it the fuck off? Fighting fucking Mike Tyson. The music sounds different in this room. Oh, what the fuck room is this one? Repair bay. Okay. That makes the torture chair covered in blood a little less, you know, fucked up. The torture room labeled as such. You piece of shit. Was a bit more fucked up. But I guess when you're working on, like, metal meat machinery, you might get some blood when you're doing repairs. It happens to the best of us. No one's faultless. $84.21C. 60 out of 60, star 13 Hunter. 60 out of 60, star 13 Hunter. 60 out of 60, star 13 Hunter. 52 out of 60, star 13 Hunter. 45 out of 60, Storch Siven. And 32 out of 60, star Tank. Okay. Wow. Fourth place, they fell off, honestly. Adhesive tape, I guess. Picked up weapons case. Secure storage box for pistol-sized firearms locked with a small padlock. EU K500S Einhorn. Hunter. It's locked with a small padlock. Okay, so we need to find Hunter's key, and that's going to get us the revolver. I wonder if we get anything for shooting the targets. I gotta know. Nah. Anything else in here that was dark? Room down there I've not actually seen if it's closed or not. Guess I shall go and do that. There's something here. No space for a repair patch. Well, that's annoying. Because that would be really useful to me. Really fucking me over here, game. Awesome. Okay. Back to whence I came, so I could drop off this gubbins. I wish I could tell Lester to fucking sprint. Like, is it so hard to not just, like, full tear it? Like, I understand you don't have feet and therefore don't have the capability of doing a full tear sprint, but, like, come on. I have tape. Transport polymer-based pressure-sensitive tape that can be used for joining, sealing, and attaching and mending. Small adhesive tape. I don't have a purpose for you yet, so I guess I'll put you away. And I should save. I should save. I should save. I should save. You do a surgery, get a little blood. Then you can't make it out without breaking a few eggs. Do-de-dee-do-da, do-de-dee-do-da, do-de-dee-do-da. Making my way downtown, walking fast. Faces past, and I'm homebound. Skibbity-dibbity-doo. Chat, do you think you could fend off the eldritch robotic horrors? Like, how would you fare in this situation? Muck, how would you handle it?
Probably poorly.
My health is blue! I did it! I'm a gamer! I'm blue! Da-ba-da-dee-da-die! Fucking got them. Fucking got them. You could stop playing the horror music. Hunter's Key. Okay. Island Key. A small old metal key. A familiar island is engraved on the head. The engraving is very crude, but it looks like an island with tall trees on it. Small padlock key. The tag is signed Hunter. Okay, okay. I think that's solid work, all things intended. Don't want to mess with these fuckers. Come on, fight me. Let's go. Bop. Yeah, there's a bit of timing to it. Okay, we can get those other things when we come back in this room later. We'll deal with that in a second. Library key. That's the hummingbird key. So I'm eventually going. Okay, let's start fucking getting this some shit done. The massive cistern's walls disappear in darkness. Cool. Postmarks key required. Oh, oh no, because the key just goes to the thing. Right. Right. And then we combine this and the key. The revolver! A short-barreled, double-action, 6-shot revolver that fires 12mm high-power ammo. Not high recoil, strong knockback. EU K508S Einhorn. High damage, knocks back enemies, and shields with ease. Oh, hell yes. Give me all of my ammunition. I literally cannot hold all my ammunition. Next person who fucking messes with me is getting obliterated off the face of the earth. I will make them wish that they weren't alive. I'm just saying. I got an Einhorn, not a unicorn. Get it right. I'll fucking kill you. Okay. People commenting on my fucking Kreed horns.
Put a death counter on Mako's ass. It is gonna track how many times you've died and will increase each time you die.
Okay, so thank you for the donation, Wildcard. They want a death counter to put on Mako's ass to keep track of how many times I've died. I will gladly do that, but I'm going to need somebody who's not me to figure out how many deaths I'm currently at.
I sure ain't got no idea.
So let's see. There's been at least like 4, 5. I'll just put 8. It's a good round number to start with.
I'm almost positive it's more than 8.
I'm almost positive it's more than 8, but until somebody proves me otherwise, it's going to be 8. That is for you, actually. Fair. I'll keep trying. I don't mind having a death counter. Can you fuck off? Perish. Shutter gate handle. Oh look, a save point! Yule! Replica overview. Yule. Einfach universell leicht replica. Simple, universal, light replica owl. Type Generation 4 low-cost general purpose. Frame biomechanical with polyethylene shell. Height 175. Which, as we know, is 5'8", nearly 5'9". So that seems to be the minimum size so far. Yule units are the backbone of the Yusan Nation's workforce. These elegant, multi-purpose worker units are suited for all kinds of domestic tasks like cleaning, cooking, and simple medical and office work. Yules are highly social and get along well with each other, as well as most other replica models. While unfit for combat, their lightweight frame makes them a prime choice for distant facilities where supplies are limited.
Just describing a type of sapient life as like they're highly social and get along well with each other, like they're a fucking cat.
Yeah, and it's funny, like given that they're based off of pre-existing people, they had to find people who would be the optimal role for this. So they needed to find somebody who was a social and loyal worker who would just do menial tasks. Just like they would need to find somebody who actually guards shit for the protectors and whatnot. Somebody who is distant. And that one person who is described as cruel, possibly. Maybe you shouldn't have based the personality of that person off somebody who was cruel. Mako, what song is this?
It's not a first movement, right? Yeah.
Grand piano. I wish I knew how to play it. I like that Lester decided to toss that little note, and then they wish they knew how to play the piano. You could learn. Nothing's stopping you. Pick up owl key. Get key card with an owl motif for the staff dorm on the 6th floor. Normally authorizes a Euler unit access to their personal quarters. Okay, we want to go to the 6th floor. And this is the library. Past here. Use the owl key. Oh, I like the fairy lights. You'll find. Why is there's a knife stuck in the thing? A portable audio tape player with a knife embedded in the speaker. Yuln lighter. Pick up broken music cassette. A looping multi-track magnetic audio tape cassette. The tape inside the cassette is torn. And you repair the magnetic tape inside the cassette before it can be played again. And that's why we have that tape up there. A tall mirror stands in the corner of the room. I like that it accurately reflects my pink tube. My reflection, somehow. It feels very unfamiliar. You know, what you want out of your reflection, I guess. It to be unfamiliar. Man, I like that the eels have little fairy lights in the room. It's cute. Don't have a postbox key yet. But we can go up and get the tape and fix the magnetic tape of the music player. Of the music tape. Tape for the tape! Tape, tape! Tape!
Yeah.
That's only for a second, so I'll just put that in there. And then I can grab the tape. And then combine with the multi-track magnetic audio cassette. Owl songs. The cassette seems to be part of a set of songs popular with Yule units. So they just made just mixtapes of presumably the music that the person it's based on liked, just to give to all the Yule units. Is that what they meant by fetish items?
God, this shit is weird.
That's fucked up. Give me that back. I should probably save it quick. But I have not found a place to actually play the tape yet, but I assume I will soon. My health... Yeah, I can pop this. Okay. And this key is... There's a music player in that room, but there's a knife in it. Am I able to play the tape on a broken music player? Okay, with a knife embedded in the speaker. Okay. Well, I guess not. Use the Allen key. Yes. Pick up workshop key. Up workshop key. Where the hell was the workshop? That's the library. That's the hummingbird. That one's eagle.
I know it was a north door and a horizontal hallway.
Workshop hallway. So that's floor 6. Seven, so that's pretty easy. Just go down. Does the numbers go down as you go down? Okay, skedaddling. It might have been faster to go the other way. Alright. This gun kind of sucks. Annoying. Debussy? Don't say Debussy in my chat. This is a family-friendly SIGNALIS stream. Don't call me Squinky. This is a family-friendly Christmas stream. Somebody still needs to go back and figure out how many times my character has in fact died. Lester's not doing the skibbidiest. Workstation. Main key guard to the workshop on the 6th floor. Nothing of note. Cool. Awesome. I'm going the other way. Oh, so that works. Well, let's check out my cool gun. You know what gun this is, right? The Schlong Donger's family-friendly Christmas stream before Halloween. You know, the normal tradition. There'll be no squaring in our Squishtion Squine's Craft Squirver. Shut up. I'll end you. Alright, I'm on 7th floor. Is there a note in here? Oh yeah, that. Those would be useful. Just use them immediately because I can get this Squancho stuff. That's the library key. Oh, because I went down, not up. I'm throwing. I'm effectively throwing right now. Is there any stuff in here? I'm in the Glurk shop. We got notes. We got Star and Storch. Star has a silly little hat and red eyeliner and a little square fringe. And then Storch has the sort of double spoints. Replica Known Issues Part 2. Class of Information, Commander Eyes Only. Previous experience with these replica models has given us insight into irregularities in their behavior that stem from the original neural patterns used for these units. Due to the sensitive nature of this information, this document should be destroyed after reading. You know, it's always good to find a document that says that, because you know somebody's going to lose a job. Star. Despite their normally laid-back demeanor, stars have a strong internal hierarchy, which is important to take into consideration when promoting units to officers. Not promoting a respected unit or promoting a unit low in status can lead to friction within dorms. Stars will occasionally develop in-group rules involving physical punishments. It is recommended to allow some officers to own military weapons as fetish objects to stabilize their persona. So, the star units just inherently decide, I'm the boss, I get to decide who does and does not get promoted. Fair enough. Sure, why not? That's fun. Like, obviously they're, you know, cruel and violent in their punishments, but I like that it's clearly that if that's based on their prior personality, they were probably like a colonel or something, or a sergeant of some sort, who would have done that sort of thing to command people. And, you know, the sort of people who would, like, train at boot camp to physical punishment if they fuck around. Own military weapons as fetish objects. Yeah, Liz, is this talking about you? Fucking got him. Storch. Storch units initially have a short temper. Training them in patience early after deployment is key, as their null pattern is less stable than other models. Failing to do so may yield an extremely volatile personality prone to cruelty and violence. A common strategy is pairing them closely with an older star unit. Storch's persona stabilizes by showering or bathing. Books on history or mythology work well as fetish objects. So they like history and mythos, they like showering, they like being clean, but they also just have a tendency towards being violent if not given, like, patience. Okay.
The fact that they just mentioned this particular one likes to be clean, I guess just means all the others are stinky? I don't know.
No. They're saying that all Storch units are like that. All Storch units want to be, they get stabilized if they're clean.
Yeah, but why Storch units in particular?
Because it's the personality it was based off. Clearly the person that the person...
So, like, the personality of I like to shower, isn't that, like, pretty much everyone?
Not necessarily. A lot of people shower just because it's an obligation that they have to do. Some people just really enjoy the soothing sensation of bathing. Some people have baths for fun. And I guess Storch does that. Like a freak. On a tape deck, you get wired up to the broadcasting unit. Well, radio broadcasting. It's set up to broadcast the tape deck's input signal on frequency 142. I see. Understood. So we're going to broadcast the music over the radio and then play the radio in front of Falk, who's asleep with the owl thing. Let's get this down to 142. This music gave me Harry Potter vibes. Pick up the hummingbird key? Hummingbird key. Manicure with Hummingbird base east suit of the edge 4. Normally authorizes a KLBR unit access to their personal quarters. So I assume Calibri means Hummingbird then. And the Calibri was the one that was like causing illusions just right down the hallway. Replica Known Issues Part 1. Classified Information Commander Eyes Only. Previous experience with these replica models has given us insight into the regulators and the behavior of some of the original neural patterns of these units. Due to the sensitive nature of this information, documents should be destroyed after reading. Again, Adler really fucking up. Either Adler or Falk really fucking up by not destroying these documents. Euler. Yules tend to form large groups and like to sing and dance, as the original neural pattern for this unit was a ballet dancer. I see! Persona degradation. That explains why they like this music. Because this would be music for a ballet. Persona degradation can be easily prevented in this unit by making sure they have access to music, through tape players or musical instruments. Always place at least one mirror in Yule dorms, as they have a strong urge to check their own appearance at regular intervals. Yule's persona stabilizes by keeping a tidy appearance and through regular social interactions. Yules will often organize in groups of roughly 10 units and give each other themed nicknames. That explains why their names were themed after the months.
Listen, like, imagine you're one of these units and you read this, and it's just like describing, like, you're an animal, all the things that make you feel better, and all the things that you should have to feel better, and you're just like, well, yeah, but...
Just because it's right doesn't mean it's right. Probably be very annoying to just, like, figure out what your deal is. Like, oh, I guess, yeah, I do like those things, huh? Yeah, I like that these ones give each other nicknames. That's cute. Ara Ara. Even though they may seem like quiet simpletons, do not underestimate Aras. While they may not show it, they judge those who are rude or unkind harshly, and will quietly share this judgment with the entire cadre. Aras get along best with Yules, who tend to be patient and friendly, and have a talent for reading Aras' expressionless faces. In many facilities, Aras will construct service tunnels accessible only to them, often under floors and in walls. Unstable units may retreat into these tunnels. It is not recommended to attempt to retrieve them. I like that, like, just... Look, sometimes these robots might give you guys a basement. Don't go in there!
They straight up give you a fucking basement. I can't believe that.
They're gonna give you a basement. You're gonna have to accept that this is an inevitability. We found one of their basements, and they were cool and nice. I assume they're not as cool and nice to other people sometimes. They don't like rude people.
Just take a pickaxe and start making a home inside the walls and floors. And...
Make a house a home, make a home a house. Aura personas can be best stabilized by allowing them access to plants to take care of, ideally colorful flowers or trees. All they have is bamboo. Which is, you know, it's okay, but, like, they probably want a better thing. It is a it sounds kind of like Halls of the Mountain King. This isn't Hall of the Mountain King. Hall of the Mountain King sounds way different.
I knew that song on piano once.
That song still gives me trauma. Calibri! Commando Lieutenant Bioresonant... Replica overview, Calibri. Commando Lieutenant Bioresonant Technic Replica. Commando Control Unit Bioresonance Technology Replica Hummingbird. Type Generation 6 High-Tech Bioresonance Specialist. Frame Biomechanical with polyethylene shell and bullet-resistant armor plating. Height 152 centimeters. Wait. I mean, I guess they are called Hummingbird. They're 4'11". They are tiny. It's Swan Lake. Yeah, so it's a ballet music. Is it like favorite children? Some get good basements and some get shit-stained ones? Okay, you should... Why are children getting different basements? You should only have one basement in your household. Second of all, they're giving themselves basements, so therefore they would be specialized to whatever interests they have. Lots of information, Commander Eyes Only. A marvel of modern technology, the Calibri is the most capable bioresonance unit ever produced. Every Protector Führungskommando Falk unit is aided by a cadre of Calibri unit adjutants, which can amplify her bioresonance signals, as well as produce their own. Despite their diminutive build, 4'11", Calibris are one of the most effective Protector units. Able to directly influence the minds of replicas and gestalts, extract information non-verbally, and communicate among themselves instantly in the full bandwidth of the senses, the Calibri's bioresonance is the closest recreation of a true hive mind.
The full bandwidth of the senses, so they can just like beam experiences directly into each other's heads, like sights, sounds,
yes,
anything.
They are effectively a hive mind. Everything any one of them sees, they all see. Anything any one of them smells, they all smell. Fucked up. Why would you do this to somebody? What was the personality of this person before you gave them the ability to recognize the minds of literally every other copy of themselves?
That's just everything everywhere all at once at that point.
A concerning amount of half-empty glass cups with their remains of tea in them. I relate. They've just been drinking so many cups of tea. That's actually like... They're fucking downing tea by the fucking gallon here. Electric kettle for brewing tea. Well, it seems they have an interest. Pick up the Eagle Key. Calibri's note. I could be Calibri. Keep an eye on Adler. He's hiding something from us. There was nothing in his diary, but when I probed his mind, there were memories of an LSTR unit working at Sierpinski. There's no record of that model of replica ever being deployed here. An order for a single unit for some survey work in the mine was briefly considered, but no new orders were made due to the commander's sickness. So they've been realizing some shit's going down. They picking up on this because you can't hide shit from the fucking mind reader. Feels like weird being pink. I want to back to okay. Be right back on Hot Scracken. Mako, entertain the chat with anecdotes.
Oh man, I don't know anecdotes.
Tell them about your favorite number. I don't hear you talking in there.
I don't have a favorite number. I guess if I had to choose, I'd say 7, but maybe 13. I don't know. Either the lucky one or the unlucky one. Doing really good with your model. That's good to hear. Yeah, I have no fucking idea what to talk about. I'm sorry.
I dropped a lid on my head earlier.
It's quite comical.
You were there. It hurt.
I don't remember you dropping a lid on your head.
The lid to the cat food.
Oh, I didn't know it was on your head.
Yeah, it dropped on my head. As I mentioned afterwards, I kept banging my head on things. Calibri study. Why does Calibri get a study? That's fucked up. 86. Okay, they are telling me to die. One six. They seem to be having a rough time. I wonder what all that text in German is saying.
Are you not supposed to, like, attack them after you get to the right thing?
Gib off. Where bist au here? Gib off. Feller. Alright, that does just straight up damage me over time, huh?
You didn't realize that.
No, I thought I was getting damaged last time by attacking them. Not that they were just... Not that I was just getting damaged. Postbox key. Calibri, you doing okay? You got a big head. This is Calibri's room, I presume. Calibri's bedroom. Okay, I'll be right back into this room in a second. Nope. We are going and we are saving. We're storing objects we don't need, like that. Yeah, no healing. Don't need it. I'm beyond the need for an HP bar. I've achieved a perfect form. I'm basically a god in the flesh. You know what it is.
Yeah.
Jiminy fucking crim cram. The body is gone. Picking up the postbox key. I like their bed fort. What is up with Calibri? Why is Calibri like this? Just got a fan, like a ton, like even more teacups in here, just knocked over shelves in a weird bed. It is oddly glowing red. Guys, I think with some, they think they need some serious help here. Small tubular lock key. Opens postbox 0512, which is again that fucking special little number. The best time to wear a striped sweater is all the time. On with a collar, turtleneck, that's the point. 'Cause when you're wearing that one little sweater. We got the library key. Now, we got the eagle key, which presumably goes to the room behind Adler's room. But I feel like that might be progress. So I'm going to go to the library first. I believe that was bottom floor. Yeah, library hallway. None of you better get up. Oh, hello. Replica Known Issues Part 4. Classified information. Commander's eyes. The only previous experience of the applicant wants to give an extension of regulars with a behavior from the pattern due to the reading of the document should be disordered for reading. KLBR. Great care should be given to Calibris. Their neural patterns are very unstable, and their bioresonance module makes them very susceptible to influence from others. Like most bioresonant individuals, Calibris will often subconsciously create an emotional feedback loop, imitating and then broadcasting the emotions of those around them, acting as a sort of amplifier. While they are trained to recognize and disengage this behavior, already unstable units can sometimes spiral into persona degradation. Due to their bioresonant connection, neural pattern development in Calibris varies less than in other models. The constant exchange of memories and emotions between units of a cadre act as a safety net that buffers extreme changes. However, once a majority of units in a cadre degrade, they will drag remaining units down with them. Because of this, it is important to decommission Calibri units instantly when they begin to degrade. For persona stabilization, Calibri should have access to a well-stocked library. So yeah, they made the smart one that likes books have a fucking hive mind, and if too many of them start going down, they all go down, and amplify that to everybody. That's not ideal. Maybe you shouldn't have your robot be an emotional amplifier. Just gonna say. Hello, you. Who are you? Oh, it's the Calibri. Who are you? You're not one of our staff. The others, they've changed. We no longer sing in unison. I used to be able to see into their minds. We were as one. Together, we guided them all. But now, I can't understand their thoughts anymore. I've never been so alone before. They're still together, and I'm here, outside, and they won't let me in. I cannot stand their song anymore. This is the only place where I don't have to hear them. This is the only place I'm safe. I can't go on like this. I wish I had become like the others too. At least then, I wouldn't be alone. I hate this. I mean, again, making a person to a hive mind, kind of fucked up. But then you have this person who, the rest of their hive mind got mutated, and now they're just by themselves. That's got a double fuck up. Like, I can get the sudden feeling of, like, abject loneliness from that. That'd be insane.
Yeah.
I hope they get help and probably therapy. Make friends a normal way, maybe, and not just clones of yourself in a hive mind. That might be for the best for your mental health. Replica Known Issues Part 3. Oh look, Adler's on there. Classified information, Commander Eyes only. Mina. This neural pattern is extremely stable. Little has to be done to keep Minas happy. They get along well with most other models thanks to their sometimes submissive, sometimes motherly personality. Unlike other models, diary keeping is not mandatory for persona stabilization. Small stuffed animals may be given as fetish objects, though those resembling cats should be avoided as they may cause resurfacing gestalt memories. Aw, they had cats. That's cute. So, the mine is just like a really nice person. Imagine the nicest person you know being an 8.5 foot tall hulking metal mining radiation thing.
Yeah.
That'd be based. That's MILF coded. Anyways, Adler. Adler units work best when left alone. They do not mix well with their own type. They will usually become very emotionally dependent on their commander. Ah, they're a bottom. Adlers are very susceptible to bioresonant suggestion, making them fairly easy to control, or they become bored very easily, and may need new fetish objects at regular intervals for stabilization. I see. You made a fucking sub who needs Magic the Gathering cards. Alignment error, use manual controls. Oh, I see. Do you want me to grab that one? It's kind of like here, or do you just want me to get it out? Okay, there's clearly something you want me to get here. Optional attack. It's book. Okay, so we're gonna go around. Oh. I'm supposed to carry Astrolabe. Sure, okay, picked up an Astrolabe. Yeah, I suppose you can't actually get to the other ones, because there's no route that gets you down there. So we got an Astrolabe, I guess? Strange clockwork-like dial mechanism with astronomical symbols on the front. The back of the device looks like it might slot into a bigger mechanism. Okay. Do you want it? No. Like that. It gave me like a pop-up there for like that is important, but I guess it's not important. I guess we might be in the Eagle Room? The Eagle Room was... I think actually on the floor I just came from. Yeah, just up there. Okay. I thought this was the save room. No, the save room's the floor above me. God damn it. Let's keep moving. Oh, wait a second. I need my hat. There we go. Adler's Diary. Date, 84-21-6. I've been fascinated by a peculiar piece of furniture I have discovered in storage. A strange box with a removable dial on the front that was confiscated from a worker some time ago. I was instantly drawn to it, though I'm not sure why. When I put my ear on the mechanism, I could hear it faintly clicking, like a clock. Date, 84-21-7. Without Calibri's help, it has become much harder to coordinate the logistics cadre. If there is anything good to say about that woman, it is how she knows how to make others respect her orders, despite her minuscule stature. I went to see her today, but her room is still locked. Okay, so... I like that he's like, I am short and no one listens to me, but apparently she's short and everyone listens to her. Maybe because she has fucking mind control, but that's irrelevant to the matter. But yeah, apparently she had locked herself in the room at that point. She was drinking a lot of tea, so clearly she was just staying up doing something. Maybe she figured out that she like learned about the faults and whatnot, because we found one of the error things in there, right? The like the possible like irregularities in people's personalities. Or maybe she, given that Calibris are sensitive to bioresonance, maybe they caught the whatever eldritch sort of frequency thing's going on faster than anyone else did, and so it kind of sent them on a spiral, so they just locked themselves in the room. And presumably locked all of them in except for the one Calibri who was hiding inside the library. Date, 84-21-8. I had a dream tonight. Another memory of my Gestalt life, I believe. I was wearing my uniform. There was a young woman, her hair was white as snow, and I was conducting some sort of test. I had a deck of cards with astronomical symbols on them, and asked her to guess the planet on the card I was holding. So, I was right about magic cards. Bam! But yeah, they're doing, the old fucking experiment to see if, psychics are real. Because that was like the test. You hold a card up that you can see, and you ask a person to tell you what card it is. Date, 84-21-9. I was playing with that mechanical lockbox again, of which I am now sure is some kind of astronomical calendar, when I suddenly remembered a conversation I had with another replica when I was inspecting the mining site. However, it was clearly a model I have never seen before, some type of engineer with an orange chest piece. In my memory, she was just another member of our staff, but no such replica was ever stationed on Sierpinski. My little memory is not the most reliable, they say, but never before have I experienced such a strange phenomenon. That's probably us, because we have, like, the bright, like, orangish-reddish chestplate thing. Date 84-21. I mean, it's red, but, like, if they say it's orange, it could be orange. The little enigma of that box could only distract me from the chaos around me for so long. All the box contained was a small notebook, of which all pages turned out to be blank. It has been miserable since our beloved commander has fallen ill. I long for her stern guidance, that overwhelming authority in which she bathes a room. You are such a bottom. He just wants his 8-foot-tall Dami Mommy back. Is that too much to ask? Too bad she contracted Eldritch COVID. 8421B. More sick, making my work even harder. How are we meant to shoulder this workload with no reinforcements? My only consolation is that our protector staff decreases, so does the workforce we oversee. As our protector staff decreases, so does the workforce we oversee. While more and more replica end up in the hospital wing, Gestalt workers seem to succumb much too fast for any attempts at treatment. We could all use an Eldritch Dami Mommy, says Jaden. I don't think that's true. I think you need universal basic income. Date 8421C. Another diary filled, for no benefit by my own satisfaction. I'm not ordered a new one yet, since I spent my saved ration marks on that marvelous-looking fountain pen. But I guess I'll make use of that notebook. Hey! That's the us! Lester! Replica overview, Lester! Landvermessung Schiff Techniker Replica, Lester. Land Survey Ship Technician Replica, Magpie. Type Generation 5 Cosmo Pioneer Specialist. Frame biomechanical with carbon fiber reinforced polyethylene shell. Makes sense, you want something lightweight when you're out in space, and a titanium skeleton. Height 178. We gotta know how tall we are. We are 5'10". Fucking hell, why is everyone tall? It's fucked up. The only people I respect is Calibri. A versatile combat engineer unit primarily designed for orbital service. Oh, so they are a combat engineer. These tough and stoic loners are best suited as specialist sappers and scouts. Their technical knowledge and combat capabilities make these units true survivalists, especially when in their iconic white and blue heavy combat configuration, which sports bullet-resistant armor plating on their chests and forearms. Most they normally have, like, an actual uniform, but we're apparently not wearing it. Since the original neural pattern for this unit was lost with the destruction of the central neural archive on Veneta, new Lester units have been produced based on decommission... Oh, okay. I see. So the original map of the person, the neural map back on Veneta, was destroyed. So, but since there were already all these Lesters, man, they were just like, we could just copy one that already exists. And so they took one that was decommissioned from the Penrose program. I think that's the one we were playing in the prologue. Like, that's why our memory, like, ended and we just started up in the bathroom with, like, remembering that. Because that was the same... That was the one everyone was based on. So all new Lester units... And it also... Again, that makes sense with what I said earlier about how they have the innate urge to find somebody. Because if the neural network is based on that copy of the original Lester, that means it will have the memories of that copy and not the original. Which their final things were, I'm trying to find this person that is missing from my ship. So it makes sense that any Lester after that one might be predisposed to trying to find a person. Which would explain what our deal is. We're trying to find this person. Which is probably important to us, because they obviously relate in some way. But clearly that's like an like an ingrained trait in our, like, neurology. Interesting. I can't wait to see the common, like irregularities for the Lester model. When do we get the blue and white outfit? I want to look slick with it. I want to look thick with it. Use Astrolabe. Yes, use Astrolabe. Okay. So... Okay. So that's Venus, that's Earth, that's Mars. But what do they want from us? The posters? The posters? That's the rot front one. I don't remember where all of these fucking posters are. Okay. Okay, drop off this. Save real quick. Did not say penis rose mention. Yes, the word Penrose will be mentioned many times. The number 512 will also be mentioned. I like arc numbers. It's good to have just a number associated with something. It's a good thing I saved! Ooh, the first episode of the Kingdom Hearts Real-Time Fandom dropped! Nice, that's going on the to-watch list. There's a couple things I need to watch. Oh, I guess that's another death for the death counter. Beats you to death. Beats you to death. Ah! Little did they know I could wave dash! Just fucking blinked across the room! Mako, you missed it. You missed it. I swung and it like teleported me like back behind this door, so I fell out of the map and so it re-set me back here in the middle of the room. It's called a tech, you wouldn't understand. You're not a real gamer like me. Okay, so that's... yeah, that's Heimat. Part of the Revolution. Not really anything of note with that, I guess. Beats you to death. Just fucking die. Perish. I'm not hungry. Well, boo fucking who for you. Okay, that's Kits. Vineta. Okay, so like... Okay, I need to get to the fucking star chart, because the star chart's clearly going to be what gives me the information, because the posters are not helping. Because, like, this is the hexagram. It makes sense. There's the center, and I presume it wants the relative... Oh, is everything rotating at the same rate? So it's just, like, constant? Okay. That makes things a bit easier. So... Vineta... That's Earth. I guess Bouillon does not keep up. Wait, okay. What do you want from me? Because, like, I understand the astrolabe has a set of 3 symbols on it. Those 3 symbols are associated with the posters, which indicate a given location. Like, Vineta is the pause button sign. I believe Rotford's the circle. Kitsch is the triangle. Bouillon is the hexagon. Heimat is the star. And so, if we're basing it off of the relative position of where Heimat is in the sky, from the center of the astrolabe, then Vineta is to the top left position. Rotford is to the bottom left position. And Bouillon is the bottom right position? Let me wait till it gets up to the top of the board and see what happens. Because we're looking at this, and then... Yeah, Vineta, Bouillon, Rotford. I moved like 2 floors and it's back on the bottom floor, isn't it? I'm an idiot. You're reading like the bottom floors where like the high-ranking people are for whatever reason. I keep thinking like the high-ranking people would be on like the top floor, but no. Okay, come on. Okay, so Rotfront would be down that way. Be down that way, and then all the way around. Nailed it. Shrine Diary. Date 8421D. I've started yet another new diary. How time flies. The work is dull and monotonous as ever in Sierpinski, but a bright light illuminates my day. Today, I was invited to a meeting by Commander Falk, and she was as magnificent as ever. Fucking bottom. Date 8421D. Another day passes. During my meeting with Commander today, I felt the strangest sensation of familiarity as I sat with her. Sadly, our meeting was interrupted by an unexpected power outage. Date 8421D. I've been feeling strangely paranoid these days. Never before have I felt so strongly the sensation of deja vu as I have these past few days. 8421D. When I checked the pages of my diary today, I noticed that for some inexplicable reason, I seem to have dated my previous entries with today's date. What an embarrassing mistake. Every day feels a bit like I've lived it before, and even stronger is the sensation that something is, somehow, just slightly out of place. 8421D. Every single one of these diaries is filled with the same day's entry. That's fucked up. 8421D. Why is my diary filled with entries I cannot recall writing? Why are they all dated to today? Has the loss of my beloved commander finally gotten to my mind? Am I going insane? I fear what will happen to me if anyone finds out. I'm alone in this. If they discover my notes, I'll be decommissioned too. 8421D. Something is wrong. I can feel it. Is this really madness? When I read the pages of my diary, I recall events that never happened. Like yesterday that never was, yet it feels as real as the one I actually experienced. This cannot merely be a defect of my mind. 8421D. It feels as though, in this room, I peer into another version of reality. How? I do not know. Perhaps I, too, have become sick, like the others, without realizing. I will not succumb. 8421D. Slow accumulation of reproduction errors. A gradual corruption of information. A story, misremembered, slowly morphing with each retelling. Like genetic material mutating and evolving. Like the replica mind copied over and over from an aging template. 8421D. I do not know, but I will find out. 8421D. The answers lie below. I can feel it. Someone or something calls me from there, in the mind. So yeah, he's doing well. So there's a couple ways we can interpret what was happening there. Either one, he was going insane and misremembering having false memories of a previous day that did not occur and just kept writing entries. Two, he had completely lost track of what day it was and was just having memory problems, and as days were progressing, he just kept assuming it was the same day. Or three, time shenanigans. In which case, fucked up time shenanigans. Because, like, he says that the diary contains dates entries he doesn't remember making. And on one hand, it could be that this astrolabe box, like, the box is ticking. It is, clearly has clockwork inside of it. Yet, all it is like, a dial lock and whatnot. So, there's a chance this box is what's fucking up the diary temporally. Which would be really funny. Stop keeping your diary in the fucking quantum universe chamber. But yeah, regardless, he's gone completely loco. I will say, however, he mentioned that he had a meeting with, Falk in the diary. Except we know at this point in time, Falk should be ill, because, she would be sick, and Calibri has locked herself away, because that was what was mentioned in the other diary. So, at this point, he probably should not have been able to have a meeting with Commander Falk. So, that might be what he meant by an event that he does not remember occurring. Fucked up. Again, they need to, get, a therapist for these people. So yeah, we have acquired the Administrator Keycard. Adler's Identification Card authorizes access to the Mineshaft Access Elevator. Adler 2301. Management, Administration, Logistics, Operational Command. Okay. I know there's the mineshaft access is right there, but I'm actually going to go all the way back up and save, as I have a feeling that that's going to be a big deal. So we're just gonna head on over and give us an old glumpus. Goes away. Awesome. And save. Alrighty then. I think that's gonna do it for this day. I think we did a lot of good progress this stream. We learned a lot about the various robots that are on board. We met an Aura unit that's just kind of chilling in their basement that they dug. We got Calibri, who is terrified of being alone because they were forced into a hive mind for their entire existence. Yeah, I think everybody's doing a great job. Adler's losing his mind. It's going well. It's going well. Falk is just asleep or dead, or both. Anyways, the truth lies below, and next time, we're going to the mines. Ideally. So yeah. Thank you, everyone, for coming this evening. Today's most loved viewer goes to Wildcard for giving us a death counter, which honestly was a give. It was something that we should have had a while ago. But I do think we need to get, like, an actual accurate counter. So, if somebody would be so kind as to tell me what actual number of deaths I'm at, including the couple I got here at the end there, that would be much appreciated. Yeah. I'm glad that you guys don't mind that much that I'm using the bonking stick. Because imagine me going through all of that, but any time I ran out of ammunition, I just died. That would be hell. Giving me the bonking stick so I could defend myself against things and just get through the game a bit easier makes both the stream easier to do and gives me a more fun experience of actually playing the gameplay. Because otherwise we would be here for decades. Regardless, I thank you all for coming this evening. I thank Mako for being a lovely co-host, even though he's probably a bit squanched.
No.
What a squancho boy. You ate ice cream. Anyways, I will see you all on Friday for what's probably the final Phoenix Wright stream from me for a while until we get to another game of it. You know what I mean? Good. Bye.